Brazilian fans overall are very passionate.
Esports is becoming mainstream in Brazil right now. Furia is the biggest sports organization in Latin America.
We have the best fans in the world.
The fans are crazy.
Brazilians are crazy, man.
Crazy, just crazy. If you're gonna go inside a stadium in Brazil, you're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Minha conexão com a Fúria foi antes mesmo de ser Fúria. Uma conversa entre nós, eu, você, a Kari e Jaime, que a gente decidiu criar a Fúria.
I promised Gary that if we beat Navi, I will make a tattoo. Next day.
We have like exciting prospects here in Brazil.
Developing young players is part of our DNA. So we have like IU in League of Legends. We have Yanks on Rocket League.
Meu nome é Ian, meu apelido é Yanks e jogo Rocket League pela Furia. E eu comecei em 2017, 16 por aí. E fui jogando, aí até uma certa época eu consegui evoluir ao ponto de entrar na Fúria. Aí eu me destaquei bastante e desde lá tô há 3 anos e meio na Fúria jogando profissionalmente.
My real name is Andrei Saraiva de Lira and my nickname is IU. I'm League of Legends pro player for Furia. ADC, AD carry is my role. 5 years or 6 years I become pro player. Nice guys, let's go.
IU from League of Legends of Furia, he's like a Brazilian people are seeing him as the new generation, like the new kid on the block. Like everybody's talking about him, everybody's crazy about him. Everybody believes that like he's one of those guys that can change the narrative around League of Legends in Brazil.
Here in Brazil, esports is huge. And we have the biggest name in sports, not only in Brazil, but maybe one of the biggest around the world. Fallen in Counter-Strike.
Fallen, who has had some masterful kills in this round, and it is enough.
To have the biggest star in Brazil that's Fallen, the game is like attracting a lot of people.
Fallen was launched in Times Square in New York. And that was the kind of attention that we want to give Fallen, you know, like, so we want to show him that he's the best, he's the biggest in Brazil, the biggest name in Brazil, and we put everything that we could together to prove to him that he would be Furia forever. Everybody's crazy about Fallen in Brazil.
There's Fallen coming up close. Against the Scout, it is favored to win this duel.
My name is Gabriel, my nickname is Fallen, and I play Counter-Strike for Team Furia. I think I have more than 40,000 hours of Counter-Strike right now. I have been playing professionally since 2009, and I think I have 20 years of experience in this game. Counter-Strike for me is a phenomenal game because it brings a relationship between people that you can often see in other parts of life too. Going to EWC for the first time was very fun.
And it's absolutely free.
I never imagined myself going to that part of the world, and it was amazing to see the cultural difference and how things work there. So for me, it was very interesting to have this opportunity. Secondarily, because I think they're going all in into esports, they are literally doing a lot of things to have the best tournaments, and organization part and the structure part, everything was on point. So yeah, it was an amazing experience to see all those players from different games together. Coming for this next WC, I think the situation is a little bit different, mainly because I changed my role. I stepped down from being a sniper and now I'm only focusing on leading the team. So yeah, I'm excited to see how the team's going to develop, and EWC is going to be a key point for us, seeing how strong we are and showing us what we need to do to get better after the tournament.
He's more about the winning part of the mindset than everything else. He's a true winner, man. He's the guy. As a leader of Furia, man, I learned a lot. What's in control is the people, is the audience, is the fans.
A minha memória da Fúria favorita, com certeza, eu não tenho dúvidas, Fúria versus Navi no Major do Rio.
The game with Navi was surreal.
Navi take to the stage and they are not welcome here. You can tell that much for sure.
We had 25,000 persons inside the stadium.
Já tô me arrepiando aqui, porque esse jogo foi o jogo mais incrível da minha vida, foi o que...
This is a barn burner.
Torcida toda gritando, todo mundo junto, foi incrível.
Where we play against the best team in the world. And we won.
It was one of the best moments of my life.
Fez eu me apaixonar pela Fúria.
Foi incrível, a melhor lembrança que eu tenho.
The semi-final rears its head.
Furia started like in 2016. In that time we had a WhatsApp group with Neymar and all our friends.
Minha conexão com a Fúria foi antes mesmo de ser Fúria. Uma conversa entre nós, eu, você, a Kari e Jaime, que a gente decidiu criar a Fúria.
We used it to play Counter-Strike together. We decided, hey, maybe we should create an esports organization.
We were having a barbecue party and then I let everybody know about the investment, about Furia, about the Counter-Strike team.
When we started, it was like 8 people, like the Counter-Strike team, mostly, and myself. And it was very nice. We started in Brazil. We moved to United States in 2018. And after that, we became this huge organization with several game titles, offices in Malta, Brazil, United States. We are expanding a lot.
I believe that what defines Furia culture is the passion of the fans.
Furia is not only a team, it's a movement. We represent Brazil around the world.
We are the biggest esports clubs in Brazil for sure.
Furia came from the passion of the people, and that's our power. We just want to open doors for people. Part of the society sees things they can dream, you know? And if they can dream, probably they're gonna get there.
Esports World Cup is the biggest esports competition around the world.
Most important and the most prestigious events on the history of esports.
I went to the EWC last year and it was awesome. I mean, it was the biggest tournament I've ever seen.
You can compete not only in Counter-Strike, but in League of Legends, Rocket League, Apex, Rainbow Six, name it, we'll be there.
Last year was a little shaky, but I think overall we made like top 15.
Fall away or force the issue, they're gonna force it.
We had good results in Counter-Strike, Rocket League, and in Rainbow Six, and we expect for this year to be better. Maybe a top 10 will be amazing for us.
God, okay, for Mass, some call it a weakness, Skull sees it as a strength.
Last year was positive. Could be better, but was good in terms of like how many lineups we delivered to the Esports World Cup. What I truly remember about the Esports World Cup last year was moments that the Brazilian people were feeling that like Brazil was playing. Every time that we play around the world, there is this Brazilian energy. After last year on the Esports World Cup, we saw the results, we saw the performance. That's the benchmark. So that's the place that we have to shine, that we have to get the best. Confidence that I have for the next event on Esports World Cup comes from what we are building in Furia. We did the homework. We are much better than the last year. We are much bigger than the last year. We are more impactful than the last year. Our teams are better. Our players are more connected, more like everything is in the right place, in the right time.
We're working much harder than the last year. And the mindset is to win. So we are, like I said before, we're going all in EWC.
I believe that our biggest rival in EWC is going to be Falcons and Liquid. Here on Esports World Cup, you're going to find the best. That's the time to shine, you know, like that's the time to show that you're the best as well. The Furia community be proud, you know, like that we have the best. And we're going to compete against the best.
We're Desorganizada, organization that supports Furia. We're inside a bus with like 20 or 30 crazy fans. They're very excited. We're going to the finals of the Kings League final. We're going to cheer for Furia.
Tonight, Furia FC is going to be playing, but they don't going to be alone. We're going to be all together. So all the pro players from Furia, they're going to be there. All the supporters going to be there, more than anything. All the staff from Furia is going to be there as well. So it's going to be a great day.
Pra mim, o mais especial é que a Furia em si foi fundada na minha cidade. Então eu sou muito maluca com isso, inclusive é o maior orgulho, toda oportunidade eu conto. Foi lá na minha cidade, tá? Que surgiu tudo.
The Desorganizada, they are the craziest ones. They are the Furia addicted guys that live in Rio de Janeiro. They organize themselves to be supporting the players in the best way to motivate them. So they have their instruments, they play some samba, and then when they go to the games, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. They're amazing.
Furia friends, they're crazy, but we love them. They're like the most passionate people I know. I mean, if you go to a game, you watch them, they're like crying, they're cheering. They won't stop cheering, even if you're losing.
Pra mim, o que torna a Fúria tão especial é a comunidade, porque a gente é um pouco clichê, mas é uma grande família, assim, tipo, todo mundo se gosta muito, cuida muito, não é só uma questão de torcida, tá ali as pessoas que você gosta. Então, eu acho que seria a comunidade a coisa mais especial pra mim.
Brazilian people and Brazilian crowd are the best in the world for sure, because they are the sixth player.
We are Furia. We bring thousands of fans and create this biggest party.
Cara, Furia é uma família, né? Furia não é só um time de esportes. Todos ali são considerados parentes. Então, acho que a diferença da Furia é que nós somos uma família, somos amigos que criou isso tudo, e a gente tem um orgulho muito grande de cada membro, de cada pessoa que trabalha na Furia e de cada torcedor também. Valeu!
Furia is an organization in Brazil that was able to grow very quickly, and they're able to do an outstanding job in terms of growing the business in Brazil as an organization. It's inspiring, and it's actually beautiful to see how they were able to put such a project so fast and to achieve what they achieved so fast. So for me, it's a reason to be proud to be wearing their jersey and to be connected with them.
Furia 5 years from now is top 1 in the world. We're gonna be the leaders of the esports and sports and entertainment and everything around community that you can see in the world. Furia is gonna be there.
E depois veio a torcida, que é uma comunidade muito grande, e a gente é muito unido. E essa união toda, ela traz uma felicidade que deixa tudo muito especial. Se você precisar de qualquer pessoa, como dentro ou fora da Fúria, como a nossa torcida, a gente consegue estar ali, abraçado. Isso que deixa tudo muito especial.
Furia, it's not just a team, it's a movement, it's Brazil.